You have to be able to walk away. That's an important thing in negotiation in general. You got to be able to walk away. Much of life is sales. Much of life is negotiation. I always take life like a businessman, which is why you often hear me relating dating to business, relating women to business. You dig? Oh, it's a beautiful day today. I'm ready to kick some game. Mitchell, the creator of the Jab Journal, writes Peace of the Saints. And that is a fine tool for you all who are pursuing success. You can get it at thesasn.com. And I really want to encourage you to utilize it. We're going to do a video jointly. It'll perhaps be myself, Marcos, and Mitchell, the 3 M's, you dig. And we'll be discussing goals and how to use that tool to make sure that your efforts are focused. One of the things I notice a lot with guys who do consultations is that they come in and they have too many things that they're trying to work on. And they're a team of one, which is no team at all. But you really don't want to split your energy, your capital, and things like that. You need to keep your eyes on the prize. But a lot of work I do with young men, women, mature men is to identify what that prize really is for you. Not what society told you. Maybe society told you to go to college. Society tells you a lot of things, but the true question is, what is that prize for you? Oh, this is player. And one of the saints went on sasnbrand.com, got that dope, rugged denim, the black denim that says Saint and Sinner on the back in red stitch. Is cold. Shout out to Cecil. You dig? Yeah, that piece is cold. And you have something that's stylish. It's not merch. It's just true style. It's good style. When I wear that denim piece that says Saint and Sinner in red, people always say, "Oh, that's dope, man. Saint and Sinner." Yeah, where'd you get that? sasnbrand.com. You dig? And get your gear up. Also, want to acknowledge Jordan, who got the Black Box on ebook. You can get a low-cost copy at marquettism.com. If you like to have a paperback in your hand, you can go to amazon.com and just type in The Black Box, Marquett Devon Burton. Get yourself a copy. And I know that you will enjoy it and it will provide you a lifetime of value. That is what it was written for. And if you haven't read The Black Box, I highly recommend it. It is a guide for life in this day. It is a book of inspiration that will put fire under your feet and get you to where you should be much faster. I promise you that. You're like, Marquett, I read the Black Book in 2 days. Yeah, you read it in 2 days, but did you get it? Did you understand it? Did you soak it? No. Go back through, take your time, reflect. That's the problem in our world. You're not serious, in other words. I highly recommend that book. I wrote it for people who don't read. It reads like a movie, and it's a true story, which makes it unique in this day. And it's all very informative and captivating. You'll have a great time with the Black Box. For those of you who haven't had a chance to read it, you can get it on Amazon Prime. Type in The Black Box, Marquett Burton. And one thing I want to let you guys know is that if someone ever asks me a business question or a question of any type, and I don't have the expertise, I'll refer you to someone who does, or I'll just tell you, I can't help you. I don't have anyone in my network who can, but I think what you're pursuing is valid. You should go get some professional advice. Or I might say, hey, you already have the expertise to get this done. Go get it done. But I really want to guide you to the right place. Me having built many companies, successful products, also having built products and companies that failed. I know it takes a lot of money, a lot of energy, emotion, and effort. And I really want you guys to get the best outcome. I want you to be aware that in technology, it's one of the hardest businesses, because if you pick up your cellular phone and you look on here, say you got 50 apps on here, you probably didn't pay for any of them. If you did, at most, you paid for 1 or 2 apps, which is to say mobile applications people don't expect to pay for. So you have to figure out a quality business model. Generally, the idea that people are going to use your app and you're going to use the data and monetize the data or monetize the advertising, that only works when you have hundreds of thousands of users or millions of users. If you don't have hundreds of thousands of users, that business model won't work. So you're going to need something more sophisticated. If you've never been in tech, you don't have the mind or the experience to think of such a business model. You must get help. Actually, I'm working with some saints right now. We're creating a technology, and we'll release it to you at some point soon, our minimal viable product. It is a phenomenal business model. The business model was good because I created it, because I've created so many apps that I know how this stuff works. And I went through the whole cycle, so I know how it works in terms of the business model. If we need to go raise 3 million bucks, I know how to do that. If we need to deploy it and get sales, I know how to do that. If we need engineers, front end people, like I know all these people personally. I've worked with them. I got the network. So I say that to say, whatever you're doing, get some advice so it goes smoother and easier. It's smart to invest $1,000 now to make $1,000,000. But what happens if you don't get advice before you try to build a business? Building businesses is expensive. So why would you take 30, 40, $50,000 of your own money or your parents' money or your friends and family money? You take $50,000, you don't know what you're doing, and you fail and lose all your money when you could have took $1,000 to get good advice so someone could help you structure a real plan or organize a real team so you have a real shot at success. Make sure you have a good shot at whatever you're doing. Take it seriously. Value yourself, value your time. So just like, the other day we had Tiana on, who she's been a beauty queen. She now does advising for people who want to win beauty queen pageants, which is to say, I've won. I know how to win. I'm going to teach you the shortcuts to accelerate your success. That's what people do in the civilized world. It's the poor among us who are too scared to invest in themselves. And I remember I've had this conversation with my mother so many times because my mother undervalues herself. I always say, Mom, invest in yourself. Like, you are worthwhile. If you need dental work, don't get the metal put in your mouth when you can get the white enamel so your teeth look good. And she's like, oh, but it's expensive. I was like, yes, but you are worth it. You are worth investing that money in. And that's what I want you to know. You are worth it. And I don't care what the situation is. 3 Sins Bible, be yourself, be good to yourself. Sentence number 2, be good to good people. Sentence number 3, don't be afraid to be good to yourself. Don't be afraid to give yourself a chance to win. Because what I know for sure is unless the human being is regularly practicing the idea and thinking that we are worthwhile, we are excellent, we deserve great things, we're going to screw it up and we're going to self-sabotage every time. Freud, one of the greatest thinkers on the human mind and in psychology, he said human beings have a secret death wish, and it is true, which is we see we're sabotaging ourselves all the time. You've been in situations where you knew you could have done the right thing. You had a test on Monday. Here it is Saturday. You going out to party and you're like, okay, I'm gonna buckle down on Sunday. Sunday comes, you're hungover, and you're like, dang, why did I go party? Then you're about to study. Then somebody hits you like, bro, it's going down on Sunday night. You go out again. And then here it is Monday. You got this examination and this test matters. This is one of the courses for your major. This is going to impact your ability to graduate. And you screwed yourself up. And here's the sad thing is that you had every chance to be successful. And there was something in your head that didn't love you. There was something in your own brain where you failed to love yourself. You failed to be good to yourself. Freud is right. We have a secret death wish, and that's why we have to take every effort to condition the mind to love ourselves. And that's why I tell you, be good to yourself. And that's why you see me as an example: self-love, self-respect, self-regard. A person who's mentally ill or hates themselves, they'll look at you and call it narcissism. They'll call it arrogance. But what they're really saying is, I don't love myself as much as you love yourself. I haven't figured out how to love myself, so I'm going to degrade you for loving yourself because I don't have that which you have, and I wish I had it. I wish I felt about myself the way you feel about yourself. That's what it is. They got all kinds of names for it. But you know what they never named? They never named themselves. They don't want to call themselves what they are, which is someone who doesn't believe in themselves, a loser. They don't want to admit that. And not until you admit what's real can you get to a better place. Shout out to all the saints, you dig, who have supported the work, who are trying to better themselves, who hit the like, who share in prosperity. I appreciate you. And we didn't kick some good game tonight. We didn't kick some good game. I think I'm caught up. And anytime I hear a saint talk about business, I take it seriously because, I've been homeless behind business. I've been in situations where I took all my money and pushed it into my business. I know it's a serious thing trying to establish a financial base, especially as a man, because they call you a provider. I'm trying to help you get there. You dig? So I take you seriously. I want you to take yourself seriously. If you need a consultation, you need someone to speak to about business relationships or whatever it is, and you think I have the skills, do yourself the favor. Marquettism.com. You dig? Those who are wise will always be able to see what I'm doing, because if you can't watch 4 of my videos and not see what I'm about. You can't watch 4 of my videos and not see that there's something deeper here. And more importantly, you can't be among the saints and not see that we have something strong and powerful, and it only gets stronger. Saints, it has been truly a pleasure to be here fellowshipping with you. I tell you, I could have done a lot of things tonight, and I'm so happy that I did this and had this time to spend with you. It's been an honor. Let us end this the way we always end this, with our tradition, the creed of the assassin. Repeat after me with full conviction, knowing this is true of you, the creed of the assassin. I am going to be who I truly am because I am remarkable. And I'm going to strive every moment to show the greatest part of who I am. Until next time, peace to the saints. That was fun.